Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 7 of my Out of the Park Baseball 15 series here with the Portland Mavericks expansion team, coming off of our first playoff appearance in franchise history, and we are ready to get into the offseason. What is this? Jesus Sanchez experimental eye surgery. What the hell? Hope that doesn't screw him up. But alright, we're going to get into our offseason here. This is our second offseason with the team, and it's going to be an interesting one. We definitely have some building blocks now, and yeah, we got a fantastic score. It was good to see. Our season score for OT, considering we got a 1 last time around. Budget is $138 million. Our bench coach and hitting coach are both leaving, so we'll have to replace them. And we'll have to take a look at who is arbitration eligible this year. So we have plenty of players and plenty of guys I'm not going to offer arbitration to, like Martinez, Pierce. I'm not going to offer to Sam Fold. Definitely will offer to Will Mitterbrooks. He'll likely come in next year as our starting third baseman. Pacheco, I don't think we really need him, so we'll withdraw it from him. Norris we'd like to have back, even just as a guy who can maybe look to flip if Gary Sanchez works out. Jordan Walden would definitely like to have back. Tyson Ross, Ryan Cook, and Zach Britton. I think we can all afford to pay those guys and pay them handsomely. We're not going to look to re-sign Eric Chavez. There's really no point. With Middlebrooks here, pretty safely under control for that third base spot. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for arbitration. We can go take a look at some team staff here if we want to. Where is it? Time team staff. Get a hitting coach and a bench coach. We will do coach ratings, teach hitting, and hopefully get one who can handle players really well, like John Doherty. I'm sure will cost a lot, but looks like he would be quite the. Actually, it looks like he'd be a pretty good manager. Bill Miller also looks like he handles guys pretty well. He only wants to be hitting coach. I think maybe we'll do Bill Miller, because he seems to handle everyone decently. And yeah, he's not going to cost as much as maybe another guy would. So we'll offer Bill Miller a contract, and we also need a bench coach. Do we? Wait, who? What? Wait a minute. Who left? Personnel leaving. Yeah, bench coach. Wait, what the hell? Oh, no, it's free agent. Whoops. Now this screen's going to take a second. Interesting free agent names. Let's go to sign team staff. Bench coach. And for this, I would just like a guy who can handle players well. Obviously, some former managers here. Joe Girardi. There's some good managers here. Yeah, hopefully one who can handle rookies. I guess handle player in generals as well. Clint Hurdle. I mean, I'm not sure if it is smart to hire a guy like that as a bench coach, but maybe. I mean, I guess why not? We will see what Clint Hurdle wants for money for the bench coach position. And we have money to spend, so we'll do that, and hopefully, or we should be able to get both those guys. Would be surprised if we didn't. Yeah, it looks like Hurdle likes our offer. And Bill Miller also seems to like our offer. So I'm going to assume that we sign them both. And I'm going to cut it here. Chavez, I don't care. I'm going to cut out here, and if we win an award, I'll cut back in. If not, then I'll see you guys in free agency. All right, so we did actually win an award. We got Manager of the Year, and that, it does not go to Jose Cora, or I forget which Cora we hired. But it's not Alex Cora, but I forget what's his name. Anyway, but yeah, it goes to me, Ian, even though I'm sort of just the GM. So anyway, that's pretty cool. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna win anything else. Pitcher, I guess we just looked at NL. We looked at AL. Yeah, NL, not surprisingly, didn't win anything there. And NL bat, yeah, nothing. All right, so salary arbitration salaries have been handed down, and I think the only guy who got more than we actually offered them was Tyson Ross. Yeah, we offered $5 million. Everyone else got exactly what we offered them, I do believe. Yep. So yeah, pretty fair prices for all those guys. What year is Ross in? How much team control does he have left? Not too much. I don't know if he's worth offering an extension to. I'd like him to put together. I mean, he's been pretty good the last couple of years, but I mean, I guess it sort of depends what he would. Yeah, I don't think he's too interested in banging out a long-term extension. I don't blame him. He's not a guy that I'm sort of hell-bent on keeping long-term. Middlebrooks has a few years of team control left, so I'm not too worried about extending him yet. Same with Norris and all these guys. Really, there's no one I think the guys that I know I want to be on the team for a while now are, Castillo, probably Zach Wheeler, Sato, Russell, and that's probably it for now. And even some of these guys, I mean, like Sato wasn't that good last year. We'll see how Russell. It looks like he's playing a fine second base now, which is good. But hopefully he picks it up after a pretty bad rookie year. And Castillo came around last year, which is nice. But definitely still room for improvement. Big power bat. Could obviously get us something great on the open market, but locked up for another couple of years, I believe. So, yeah, he's got 2 more years left on his initial contract. So, anyway, yeah, we can't talk till next year. All right. So, yeah, free agency coming up. And, yeah, I think our biggest area of need is pitching. Carlos Gomez. No, I don't want Robbie Price. And we could also maybe use an upgrade at that center field spot with Gomez. So we definitely have some holes, but not ones that I feel necessarily are like must fills. Because I don't know if we're necessarily a team, ready to compete next year. And is Gomez? Yeah, I guess he's still under. Yeah, he's under contract. He has a big deal. He's making $9 million this year, so we should probably enter the year. I mean, we'll see if he can bounce back. He was, okay for us. We're not gonna be able to unload him, I don't think. If we could, I wouldn't mind unloading his $9 million salary because we can find a $9 million center fielder who's going to give us a lot more production than Carlos Gomez. But I think the only way we unload him is if we take some contract. Oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe we can. All right, so it's something we'll have to consider at the very least then. I'd gladly take Christian Friedrich back. But we'll see. I'm not, if we don't need the money, I think it's fine to take a risk on Gomez for the last year of his deal. Because I think he can bounce back and still be a good player. It's like, it's not like he's, in his mid-30s and is declining. We have plenty of money, too, so I don't think it's nothing to worry about. Or it's not anything to worry about. One thing we do have to be wary of is I tend to forget sometimes guys coming back off the DL. So Rondon's going to be out for a majority of next year. Yeah, he got hurt in September, and it's like a 12-month thing. So he's going to be out for pretty much all of next year. Shields is coming back, though. Not sure, maybe he's a back end of the rotation guy for us. I don't think he's going to be too useful. Maybe we even look to unload him, but it does feel like selling low at that point, so we might hold on to him. If we look at the rest of our rotation, there's definitely room for improvement, but I do like to keep the young guys in. Like I definitely want Wheeler in there, definitely want Ross in there. So, I think the only way we look to go after a starter is if there's like a guy that really appeals to us. But other than that, I think we have plenty of guys who can, and then if guys don't work out, it's something we can look to address at the deadline. But I think we should let the young guys pitch to at least start out the year. And for the lineup, we could definitely use an upgrade in the outfield. We don't really have anything in our system. Sort of coming up through the ranks. Is there a way? I guess if we go, well, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But yeah, we don't have anything in terms of outfielders really coming up anytime soon. Gallo is still. I mean, it's third base. I'm just looking at him, but yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, if we go down to Double A, I'm not sure. Yeah, so our farm system isn't necessarily thin, but we have Aaron Judge, but he's in Single A. He's 23, but I think he might be another year away or so. Plus, he's not even necessarily a sure thing. So I'd say maybe the outfield market we could look to explore. Down here we definitely have guys that are starting to progress up a little bit, but all these guys are still probably multiple years away. Preston Palmeiro, could be a guy for the future for us. Looks like he can play corner outfield spots, but I mean, and same with Jod Carter. They're both 19 years old. They're both multiple years away at this point. So. And they're both only 19, like I said. So I think it's definitely right to explore the outfield market if we want to look to build off of last year's team and just fix up that. I don't know. Peterson comes back. I mean, maybe we can. I mean, I do think we need a competent fourth outfielder just because Gomez is not a sure thing. We don't really know what we're going to get out of him. He could bounce back and be a very good player, or he could, be the pretty mediocre player that he was last year. So I think we should get a competent fourth outfielder, one who can step in, play, I don't know, X amount of games. I mean, we'll see. But other than that, I like Lambeau at first base. I want to keep him there, give him 162 games worth of ABs. He got 577 plate appearances last year, which is only like 100 less than what the usual full season is, and he was very good for us. So I think he's proven that he can play over 162 games. Sanchez has earned the right at that starting catcher spot for at least the start of next year, no doubt. Infield is pretty much set. Don't want to mess with it too much. I don't want to invest long term in a third baseman just because Chavis is coming up in the next couple of years. And Middlebrooks is a fine stopgap for now. So, yeah, I'd say explore the outfield market is the one thing I know we can use. And then, unless a pitcher jumps out at us, I'd say that's something that we should wait till next year's deadline to address and see, where we stand with certain guys. I mean, there are some interesting pitchers, but, I don't know. I don't want to pay Matt Latos $21 million. He's a very good pitcher. But if he's going to demand, an 8-year contract, I'm not doing that for a 27-year-old who, I mean, how did Latos do last year? Probably, he's pretty freaking good. But still, just, it feels too early to be investing in guys like that. Porcello is a guy that we did in Houston. Didn't work out too well. I liked the appeal of investing in him because he was still young when he hits the free agent market. He's only 26. But it didn't work out last time. He's just not that good. Wieters. Oh, Wieters is not. No. I was looking at Burke Baden up. I thought Wieters was only demanding $4 million. I was like, ooh, let's jump on that. Bullpen could also be a spot where we look to upgrade. I see Houston Street there. I mean, if we go to our bullpen, Chapman, we can. There's definitely room for improvement, especially with that 7th or 8th inning role. Getting another righty in there for those innings. And no one really leapt off, or no one really was. I mean, even if we could even get a closer, too. I mean, Walden had 45 saves last year, but none of his other relieving stats were that impressive. So, anyway, let's explore the starter market first. Oh, oops. I don't think we're going to find anyone here that we really want. I forgot Justin Masterson's from Jamaica. Looks like Jaime Garcia is not demanding a lot, but it just doesn't feel really worth it. Like I said, I think it's like we're going to... Ooh, wait, Chris Medlin, not demanding a lot. He's out for a while. But he could be a good buy low option. I'm not opposed to giving him a contract. Yeah, why not give him... We'll even give him $5 million. No, let's just do 4, actually. Yeah. Because if he works out, he could be really something down the stretch. So I think that's a good option. Ooh, Fister's a free agent. He's demanding a lot. Josh Johnson. You get some lower options here. Cahill, Dylan G. Jeff Samardzija. Clay Buchholz. What are Buchholz's ratings? Yeah. Alright, so I think that's going to be that. If we look at... Let's look at all relievers. Closers included. Broxton. See, I don't want to pay too much for a guy like Papelbon or Sean Marshall. It's silly to invest a ton of money into a guy like that. But Houston Street is 32, and he's not looking for a lot of money. I think we can give him 2-year, and let's even do $4 million total. There we go. All right, I think he would be interested in that. He could come in and close. He could set up. He could do a lot of things for us. Gregerson also not looking for a lot. Joe Nathan's pretty old. Don't know if I want to touch that. Neftali Feliz, only 27, hitting the market. Could be a good investment. Yeah, I might look at Neftali Feliz. Because we definitely have money to spend. I think the bullpen is a good area of investment. Feliz is looking for a bit of a longer-term deal. I would be down to offer him multiple years, but I don't want to go too much money on him. Maybe 3 for 6. All right, we'll see what he says about that. And then let's go over to outfielders. And we're just, this is not a strong outfield market, but preferably a left-handed bat who can play multiple positions in the outfield for us. And I see Gerardo Parra Seems like a decent fit. He did not hit well for Arizona last year. He was a really good player in 2014, though, so it's interesting. Not Abreu. Yeah, I definitely want a left-handed bat. De Aza is going to demand a lot less than Para. Definitely doesn't have the track record. I mean, I don't think we're getting plus bats either way here. Maybe Matt Joyce. That's not a terrible option. Because we have other guys who can play center field. And Joyce kills righties. Let's look at his splits for last year. 2015. Oh, he really didn't have a good year at the plate last year. I think that's not a bad option to look. Well, yeah, I guess because Castillo could play. I'm not sure. Maybe not putting $24 million into Justin Upton or $13 million into Colby Rasmus. I mean, well, stumped here what to do. Ajax. Jackson's had a couple good years with Detroit, actually. Yeah, he's not been bad. He's played a good defensive center field. Yeah, I guess De Aza's not a bad guy to invest in. Yeah, I think we'll offer De Aza because I don't want to go too big with a guy like Joyce, and I really only want De Aza for 1 year because I want to be able to have no one committed to that center field spot for next year. So we'll offer him 1 year, $3 million. All right, so we've made some offers, and we'll get back to you when those guys get back to us. All right, so we've only heard back from De Aza, and so far he likes the deal. Other than that, I think everyone's reaction is just pending right now. If we go to free agents, and I also took a look at the international free agents. No one really stood out as like a guy we could really invest in for the future. I did offer a minor league contract to this guy, Jose Yaramillo, who just got 3.5-star potential according to Theo, and he looks like he could fill out as a nice bullpen piece. It only cost me a minor league contract, so I'd be willing to definitely invest in him for a little bit if he accepts that. But for now, we have the Rule 5 draft, which we have the number 28 pick in, so we'll see how that or we'll see. Ooh, wait! I just realized I did not really make sure that I don't think we have anyone Rule 5 eligible. That we can double check by looking at potential. Ah, crap! Nick Ahmed, he might get taken. Ooh, that's. I'm such an idiot with this crap. Oh, please don't get taken. Oh, I don't think you get. No, Nick Ahmed. Maybe we can trade back for him. It's not a big deal, but such an idiot. Is that our pick? Yeah, I think it is. All right, is anyone worth taking in this? I don't think so. C.J. Edwards, maybe. Dominic Leone, Nick Ramirez, Jay Simmons, Jose Valdez, Brandon Allen. Jesus. Yeah, I mean maybe C.J. Edwards. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll pass. Not like a guy who's impossible to trade for if we really wanted him. All right, so we'll just complete the draft. We're not going to take on anyone second straight year. And I'm just curious what it would take to get Nick Ahmed back because I feel like a freaking dope for losing him again. Oh, he's not even that good. He's just really good defensively. Of course, Montreal took him. What would it take to get him back? Jacob deGrom. That would actually take something. Jesse Winker. Whatever. We'll just let him go. It's all right. We'll live. All right. So one man is signed. Alejandro De Aza has signed on. And we keep getting really stupid trade offers. But that's good. So we get our fourth outfielder. And I believe De Aza can play multiple. Yeah, he can play all three outfield positions pretty well. So he pretty much is exactly what we want out of this spot. A guy who can play all three outfield positions. A lefty, because I believe, Castillo and Gomez are righties. So it makes sense to have a lefty in there. And, it should just be a good bench player for us. I don't know if he's not going to be in the starting lineup. And I thought about it and, maybe I should have, flipped Derek Norris for an outfielder or something. But I think, this year we are leaving a little bit up to the deadline if we have holes in our team. Because this is definitely not a complete team. It's definitely a sharp contrast to sort of what went on with the Astros series a lot. We got Jose Yaramillo, where we had complete teams a lot of the time going into the year. This year we definitely, this is not our World Series contender, I would say. So going into the year with some holes, I think is fine, and I think we're going to hold on to a lot of our cards and sort of play them at the deadline more so than play them in the regular season. Looks like Street likes our deal. We got Feliz, and we got some trade proposals, but all these are going to be terrible offers. Hold on. Ooh, Nick Kennedy, our old friend. Who is this guy? Jake Lemmerman. Ugh. No thanks. All these trade proposals are going to be terrible, as they always are. Well, sometimes you get a good offer, but yeah, a lot of the time it's like Robbie Price for one of your 5 best prospects. Like, no thanks. But you're getting plenty of offers here. I know it's coming down. All right, we're gonna have to look back at Houston trader, but Doak. No, I'm not trading Doak. So let's go back to Street. Yeah, I'll give him $3 million for 2 years. Actually, I could even. Well, I'm not gonna do 3 years because he could hit a wall here and decline rather quickly. But yeah, we'll do Street. I know he's gonna like that. Yep, Dexter Fowler to the White Sox, and we'll just simulate through the rest of the winter meetings here. See if we get any more trade proposals, which I'm sure we will. None today, it looks like. Maybe we got all our proposals already. This is simulating rather slow. Montreal, I do not want them. Ooh, they would send. Ooh, we would get Profart for Alan Webster. If we go to the pitching staff, so we have Shields coming back, right? So we can slide him in there. If we don't have Webster, we have De La Rosa, we have Ronaldo for a little bit. I'm assuming we get Medlin. Actually, I haven't even checked in on Medlin. Maybe we should. Maybe he got a better offer. But I think I'm going to take that deal. Jeremy Profar is just a better. Yeah, it looks like Medlin favors our offer for now. Yeah, I think I'd be foolish not to take this deal. Because I don't think Webster. I mean, Webster didn't really establish anything with us. He's 25 now. Profar's only 19. Yeah, I think we got to take this deal. Wow, we actually got a good trade offer for once. But yeah, we're going to do this. And we get DJ LeMahieu out of it, who can be our utility infielder. Which is not necessarily a need, but, it is a roster spot to fill out. So, yeah, we're going to do this. We will complete this trade. Cool. So we make our first trade of the offseason, I believe? And a pretty darn good one, I think. And we got some more proposed trades, it looks like. Carlos, I don't want Robbie Price. Going to set status to not interested. And the winter meeting's over, so I will cut out. Alright, so one more update here. We got Chris Medlin, who's going to start the year on the 60-day DL. And we will place him on that immediately because he's got 3 months left. And, actually, this is all retroactive, so yeah, it doesn't even matter. We could actually activate him whenever we want it because I think it's retroactive till the date of his injury. Cool. So he's just basically a dead roster spot then. He doesn't take up any 40-man, anything right now. And hopefully he comes back and he's healthy and we can get a good pitcher out of it. That would be pretty cool. All right, we'll see what we can. Looks like he missed all of 2014. Wow. But yeah, it's December. He might actually, only 3 months. He might be back for opening day. Which I guess it makes less sense that he would want he missed all of last year, so you can understand why he's coming on a discount, but I thought that was partially because we weren't going to have him for the full year. And we got Houston Street. Awesome. All right, so that pretty much is what we wanted to do this offseason. I think we signed all of our guys. So you go to free agents. You can check it out. Yep. We still have $26 million left to spend, but I don't think we're going to spend at least any of it, not now. Is that Andrew Bailey? Huh. Let's take a look at our lineup though. So yeah, I think, and I don't know, do we still have John Jaso, or did he walk? Would be on our 40-man at least. Yeah, I guess Jaso walked. So But yeah, we have our backup catcher. We have our infielder in LeMahieu. We have our fourth outfielder. We could still use, a couple other bench pieces, but maybe those are just guys we signed at the end of the spring. Other than that, I think pitching we're fine. We have plenty of relievers now and plenty of starters. So I think we're pretty much set with moves for now. This is definitely not a sort of, franchise-altering offseason, I would say. But we got guys that are going to help us, we think are going to help us win games next year. I think, and if we don't win games, we have guys who can become trade chips for us, like Shields and Medlin. And, I think definitely our area of need is still the rotation. And, maybe getting a more MLB-ready outfielder, but that can also come from dealing a couple of our lower-level outfielders for a major league guy. But, I think for now, Gomez we definitely want to stick with. We're going to have Peterson in left. The infield we don't want to touch. And other than that, our position players are pretty set, so... and like I said, when Chavez comes up, Middlebrooks will become a luxury, and maybe a first base DH type if Lambo doesn't work out. Like maybe that's a platoon I could see down the road, Lambo and Middlebrooks. So yeah, I think if we do make deals, we're gonna have to target pitching. But wow, Houston's making some moves. They signed Porcello and Justin Upton. But yeah, so I think we are all set for now. So I'm gonna probably simulate maybe until the end of spring training. All right, well, we do have one thing to report here. It looks like Medlin suffered a setback. So he is questionable to return now, it looks like, for another 3 to 4 months. So we're not going to have – I would say that rules him out for opening day. But we should have – Shields is going to be back, right? I believe. Yeah, he's 100% healthy, so I'll at least have him. And that just means maybe Johnny Hellwig, who we signed at the end of last year. I don't even know if I – showed you guys this, but this is a guy we signed at the end of last year. And worst case scenario, he starts out in the rotation, or maybe we give it to Ronaldo or something. We'd probably give it to Ronaldo, actually. In fact, maybe we should shop around Hellwig. He was just sitting there in free agency. He's not a bad player, but if we have Ronaldo, I don't know if we necessarily need Johnny Hellwig. You can never have too much pitching, but at the same time, if you can field us anything, I would not. Or I would at least have to listen for offers. But let's see. I saw a couple of names in there. Actually, I saw a few names in there. Ooh, wow. Some big names. Adam Jones. Okay, don't think we're going to do that, but... Alright. Mike, it's a reliever. Marichi Aoki, Drew Pomerantz, Coco Crisp on the Reds. Matt Dominguez. It's not a bad idea. A lot of relievers here. Willingham, Juris Familia, Brian McCann. No thanks. Don't want that financial commitment. Yeah, there's anything that blows me out of the water. So I might just hold on to Hellwig. Well, I don't hate this Matt Dominguez offer. Having him and Middlebrooks seems redundant because they're both righties. But at the same time, we could definitely find playing time for him. I think we'll do this, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to do this trade. Because I think, and I know I've talked about getting Lambo regular at-bats, but I think you can have sort of a 3-man rotation of Middlebrooks, Lambo, and Dominguez. And, one of them is your bat off the bench. And, against lefties, I think Middlebrooks and Dominguez will get a lot of time. Because Middlebrooks can play first base, so... I like that deal. It's a small one, but I think it's a good one for the team. All right, so here's something. This is definitely something. Looking at a Giancarlo Stanton trade here now. Giancarlo is entering his walk year with the Marlins. He will be 27 when he hits free agency next offseason, and we would basically have to bank on being able to re-sign him. But if we get him, he's only 27. He's only 26 actually. We could lock him up. It's going to cost us. Looks like inevitably Gary Sanchez, who I think I'm willing to give up. Certainly does not have the power that Giancarlo provides, but he's going to be a very good player. But, that is the type of player that you're going to have to give up to get a guy like Giancarlo. But it looks like it wouldn't take much else. I'm sort of curious if we could look at where is Gallo? If if we threw Gallo and DeGrom in. If we could even do it without Sanchez. Nah, I think it's going to take... Yeah, I don't want to give up Wheeler. Who's another guy they're interested in? Like Preston Palmeiro. Yeah, now we can offer another low-level guy, but I think at this point I'd rather just offer up Sanchez than Mountcastle. Oh, wait, here's Derek Norris. Oh. Okay, I like this a lot more now. But at this... No, yeah. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. So, yeah, so now we'd be giving up Gallo and DeGrom, and then Will Middlebrooks. Preston Palmeiro is going to be a pretty good ball player, looks like. Scouts agree with Theo that he is going to be pretty good. And Derek Norris, who's an MLB-ready catcher. Yeah, I think I like this. He was an all-star in real life. Yeah, I think I like this trade more than the one with Sanchez. So we hold on to Sanchez, then Middlebrooks, DeGrom, Gallo. Yeah, I like this. All right, and we're going to get and then I don't mind, because, I've always been about building my team from the top down, sort of getting the best players. I don't, these are all going to be good players, but I wouldn't say great ones. Whereas Stanton is a great player and one you can definitely build around. And he's a big right-handed power bat, and he plays great right field. I think he is a perfect fit on our team. Now the question is, this would leave us with an extra outfielder is the thing. So I'm wondering if I do this, what my next move would be. I mean, I guess unloading Gomez and moving Castillo back to center. I guess that would be the next move. But I do kind of like Gomez. Maybe this is a deadline deal we make. I don't know. Because we can get him for less if we wait till the deadline, too, I think. I don't know. Miami was pretty good last year. They beat us in the playoffs. But it would make sense for them to be selling Stanton if he's in his walk year. Sort of like the Rays are going to do with Price. I don't know what to do. Because I sort of want to try out Gomez in center. But he's going to demand a big contract anyway. I don't know. I think... Maybe this... Yeah, I think this is... So, I don't know. I don't know if I should do this trade or not. Alright, I've decided I'm going to do this trade because I cannot pass this up. So we're going to pick up a Giancarlo Stanton. And yes, fans are not going to be happy that we lost the guys, but we get Giancarlo. So yeah, I've decided I'm just going to hold on to Gomez and De Aza, because you do get that extra bench spot without the DH. And then we'll have LeMahieu. Now Dominguez becomes the everyday third baseman. Is he still DFA'd? Yeah, he is. So I think that makes the most sense. And we're doing exactly what I wanted to do in the Astros series, which is build our team on defense. Jock, Giancarlo, Dominguez, gold glove caliber players and at their respective positions. Well, I guess I can't say the same for first base and the rest. But anyway, Sanchez is also not a great defensive catcher. But we do have a couple holes now. We are going to need to fill a couple bench spots, but I'm going to worry about that after during spring training. All right, and then we got to do one other move. We got to get my dude Brock Holt, the best player on the Red Sox in real life, clearly. And he does not play every position like he does in real life. But we're going to get him for LeMahieu, Bobby Peterson, who came up and was not bad for us last year. I mean, he didn't pitch a lot, but he had a good year in AAA and could actually be something of substance. And we're going to give up some crap minor leaguer who they want. But yeah, I need Brock Holt, so we're getting Brock Holt. All right, so we've reached the beginning of spring training, and so the only thing we need right now for sure is a backup catcher, which I don't know if we're going to be able to find within the organization. If you go to AAA, yeah, I don't think we have anyone really major league ready here for that spot. Jorge Mateo, though, making his way up the rankings. That is nice to see. And one thing I'm a little bit afraid of is that we played our cards too early with the Giancarlo trade, kind of like what I talked about with, waiting for, the deadline for something like that. But I realized it really wouldn't have made sense for the Marlins to wait half the year and then trade him. His value would have been down, and they wouldn't have had him for the stretch run anyway. So wouldn't have made a lot of sense. But yeah, we definitely don't have anyone within the organization who could fill that spot. The only other thing I would say we need is potentially another starter with DeGrom gone. So we're going to get Medlin back at some point. For now, we can throw Ronaldo in there. And maybe Britton. But yeah, I feel like it'd be smarter if we signed a 5th, 6th starter. Again, a guy who can both come out of the bullpen as well as start for us. I see Justin Masterson's name. I mean, we have money to spend, so we can get, one of the better guys out there. Who is this guy? He's 27 years old. He's worth a minor league contract on my book. But yeah, let's do, if we're looking at all players. Yeah, Manny Parra, how long? He's out for 6 more weeks. I mean, he's a guy that's come out of the bullpen before. I think he could do both. He's out 6 weeks. So he'd be missing all of spring training. Masterson's also available. He's probably more than I think you move Ronaldo to the bullpen before you move Masterson there. He had a really good year with Houston last year, 17 wins. So maybe we'll pick him up for 1 year. He doesn't have compensation, right? I don't think so. I didn't really check, though. No, okay. Thank goodness. So yeah, and I guess we should be signing all these guys. I guess we move Ronaldo to the bullpen before we move him, but yeah, we should be signing all these guys. Let's go back to starters. And I don't hate the idea of getting Parra, but Garrett Richards. Let's go by overall. Yeah, after Parra and Masterson, it gets a little iffy. Yeah, if we had Parra, so let's say Medlin, Parra, because we want those 3. So Masterson slots into that 5th spot. When Medlin gets back, he goes into the 4th spot for Ronaldo. I don't want to move anyone else, so I don't think it's worth getting Parra right now. But maybe it's worth it for the bullpen, because he has come out of the bullpen before and he's pitched well. I know Contreras isn't going to make the team. We know Street's going to make the team. He is going to set up for now, but he closed. How recently did he close? Because he hasn't closed in a few years. But yeah, he will set up for now in the 8th. We'll use Chapman in the 7th. We definitely want Hembry up and Britton and Feliz. But I think that leaves, Cook doesn't necessarily have to be up. Betances or De La Rosa also doesn't. So I think we should go after Parra as well, and then sort of figure things out. But we have the money to do it. Parra is a buy low option considering his injury. So I say we do it 1 year. Yeah, we'll do $4 million. All right, and we'll see. And guys, someone's bound to get hurt in spring training. Yeah, I'm not surprised that all these guys are interested. And I guess I'll cut out here because I don't want this video to go too long. All right, so we have a couple things that have already happened here in spring training, not even a week into it. Manny Parra signed his contract. Jesse Winker's out for 7 weeks. Rusney Castillo is out for 5 weeks, so he might miss the first week of opening day. If I put him on the DL now, yeah, it's retroactive, so we can activate him whenever. As soon as after opening day, we can activate him whenever. So we'll do that. We got Masterson and we got Manny Parra. So Parra we're gonna put on the 15-day DL because he's still out for another 5 weeks. And we'll go back to players DFA'd. Masterson we will throw on the active roster and let him have a nice spring training. All right, so we made it through spring training without any other injuries. Sato got hurt for a week, but he's probably even back by now. I don't think it was a major injury. Yeah, it looks like he's back. Yeah, he was hurt for a week, but he is fine. All right, cool. So we will set the lineups and stuff. The only other thing I want to do before I do any of that is we got Stanton. Now it's time to extend him. That is the obvious next step. And, he says it's way too early. Next year. Buddy, you're going to walk and... Oh, he is signed. Oh, I didn't even realize he had this extension on him. Oh, okay. Good. All right. So you don't have to actually have to worry about it, signing him. That is good. Okay, cool. Anyway, and other than that, yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we can just worry about the lineups and stuff. So pitching rotation, we want Masterson in there. Opening day starter is going to be Wheeler, then Ross. Then we'll do Masterson, Shields, Ronaldo. Betances probably not going to make the team, although I feel like he really should. He's going to make it over Cook, actually. I like Betances over Cook. And we're going to send De La Rosa down as well. And if maybe we can trade Ryan Cook for something, but it's not bad to have in the minors. And as for this, Winker, we're going to make the team anyway. Oops, demote. Okay, well, we can't demote him until he's, so we got to put him in DL. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. DL. And Piguero is going to get demoted. Who else? Lambo's making the team. Martinez is not making the team. I think we might have to wait. Yeah, we're going to have to wait in DFA. No one's going to claim him, though. I can already tell you that much. Olsen is not going to make the team. He's another guy he's another chip we have at the deadline. Oh, and we don't have a backup catcher yet. Let's sign him. Let's sign a backup catcher. Whoa, I just said David Ortiz's name. Catcher. Aaron Sebia. Okay, there are no good catchers. Let's just get one that can do stuff defensively. Catcher arm. Herrera, Gonzalez, Chris Stewart. Yeah, probably get Chris Stewart. Or Brian Payne. Brian Payne just got good defensive ratings. Okay. We're going to offer him a minor league contract. And we'll also offer Chris Stewart one. They both, oh wow, they actually want money. Yeah, we'll offer you that. Why not? And he's probably going to sign that. Oh no, Castillo is going to take another 5 days. Alright, yeah, so we got Stewart, so we'll put him on the active roster. And then I'm going to set these lineups. Alright, so this is the lineup we're going to use temporarily. We only have 24 guys in the active roster, I believe. Yep. And yeah, we're just probably going to leave it like that until... Oh, Britton got hurt. Oh, crap. Hopefully he's okay. It's not a huge deal if he's not. We want 5-man rotation as well. But yeah, we're going to leave it 24 men because freaking... So can we just demote you already? Okay. Where is the DL? Yeah, Castillo's going to be back in 5 days, so he might actually be back for opening day if we simulate. Yeah, I think he will be. No, he won't. Britton's, 8 weeks. Okay, it's not good. So we'll have to go on the DL, and we will call up Ryan Cook. Perfect. We lose the lefty, but Cook's the only sensible guy to call up. Alright, yeah, Castillo's going to miss, like, opening day, and that's probably it. Player development, yep, all that good stuff. But alright, so we're ready for opening day, and we'll take a look at the season predictions, see where we fall. I'd say based on last year and the additions we made to the team, we definitely got better. I think we overperformed last year, though, so I don't know if we're going to win 88 games again, but I'd say we're going to compete for a playoff spot, I would think. Owner wants us to have a winning season, top and under prospects. I don't think we have anyone in our system. Nope. Well, a couple familiar names. Cool. Let's go to season predictions. We are predicted, I guess. Ooh, only 76 wins. All right, well, we'll see if we perform over that a little bit. So Parr is out only for another 5 days. Medlin's 1 to 2 weeks. Castillo's only 1 day. So yeah, we're gonna get some guys. We're gonna have to make some roster moves, but should be fun. Should be a good season. I'm excited for the season. I like our team. I think we're starting to build around the guys that we have set in place as building blocks for the future, and I'm excited. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.